How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Ambro's Landscaping YouTube channel. Today we have a pretty good video coming your way. We have a lot of work today. Actually, this whole week. It is Monday, I believe the 21st of November, and we got a really busy week ahead of us. What we're doing now is we're at one of our accounts. We're blowing off the grass because it's kind of got a little bit of water on it. Some nice grass right here. And so what we're doing is we have the blowers going on. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll try to talk a little bit louder. But we're blowing off all the water on top of the grass blades. That way we can hopefully dry out the grass a little bit faster, because if we try to mow it right now, especially for the walker, it's going to get clogged up pretty well on the deck, so we don't want to do that. So we're trying to dry out the grass as fast as we can. We're supposed to get a lot of rain this week. But let me go ahead and show you guys what we have planned today. Alright guys, so like I said, we got this grass to mow, one of our yearly accounts. Pretty nice grass. So what we got going on today, we got another big hedge trimming job. Like I said, hopefully you guys can hear me. So we got a good sized hedge trimming job to do. We got this, but that's not where it also ends. Of course, it continues back there. Nice tall hedge. And then we have it over here. This hedge is probably about, I think it's 12 to 13 feet high. Goes back to this corner. And hopefully you'll hear me a little bit better now. Oh yeah, and continues all the way down there. And then it doesn't stop there. It goes all the way over there. So this hedge goes all the way around this whole entire property. It's about, oh my gosh, what is that? Probably at least 13 feet high. It could be a little bit more. But we have both sides to do and the top to do. Plus we have the grass to mow. As you can see, Jeff's having going through with the blower, like I said before. But a big hedge trimming job. The one that we did before, we thought that was intense. But this is probably at least 5 times bigger, could be even larger. But like I said, it goes around the whole entire property. Just an amazing hedge. So we got that going on today. So like I said, we got full sides to do and top, grass to mow. We will not be able to finish this today. What the goal is that we're going to hedge trim all the sides first, and then for us to get to the top. What we did in our previous video was we used our dump truck, and that sure saves a lot of time, because then all the branches just fall in there. This one's a little bit different though, mostly because, like, I think we gotta move it right. Mostly because, you know, we're not cutting just big branches and then trimming it. We're actually having to hedge trim it, so it takes a little bit more time to do, as we did to a next door neighbor's house. So what we're doing, basically, we're gonna trim all the sides first, and then we're gonna get some scaffolding, because it's only about, I think it's $6 a week to rent it. And that's what my client told me that the previous guys used to do, was just get scaffolding, and then they just stand up there, they have a nice platform, and they just keep moving the scaffolding all around. Sorry, I thought someone was behind me. So anyways, like I said, definitely going to be the largest hedge trimming job I've ever done, especially on a hedge this size. This side right here is not as tall as the rest of it, but we're going to be taking the top down about a foot or two, at least getting it trimmed back to last year's cut. All right guys, so we got the lawnmower warming up, that's behind me. Jeff's getting the hedge trimmer the weed whacker all together, getting it all gassed up and restrung. So what we're going to do is, as of right now, until the grass kind of hopefully dries out for a little bit longer, we're going to mow the perimeter of the property. That way Jeff can go ahead and get started on the hedge trimming. That way when all the clippings fall down, they're not going to fall over the grass. So we're going to go over it real quick, probably do about 3 laps around, and then once Jeffrey's done with the weed whacking, we're calling him Jeffrey. Once he's done with the weed whacking, then we'll get started on the hedge trimming. Wait a little bit longer, and then we'll get the mowing all done. So let's get started.
Back from the dead.
The countdown has just begun.
Alright guys, so we're back. We went and got some scaffolding. This is what we're going to be using to do the top of the hedge. That way it's a little bit more safer. We used this ladder at a previous job and just did not work well. It was constantly wanting to tip. Luckily this whole ground is basically flat all the way around this front side. So it's going to work for us. So as you can see, I got Jeff, he's doing the bottom section. Let me get over here. But as you can see, he's doing all the bottom sections, turning out really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this whole bottom section first. We're going to complete that whole section, and then a little part over there is already done. So this didn't even take him 20 minutes. It was really fast, this lower section, and it's looking really good. And then of course we'll use the two-tier ladder, or the two-tier scaffolding to do this whole front face, and then we have another tier right over here. So we're gonna go be 9 feet high on the top of the plank. That way we have plenty of room to do up there. So let me go ahead and get up on the scaffolding and I'll show you what we're looking at. All right, so we're up here right now. As you can see, we have a little bit of growth up here. It's not really thick because it was trimmed last year, late last year. So luckily the hedge trimmers won't have problem cutting this at all. The previous job that we did right there, like I showed you, let's see, we did that one, we did that hedge back there, and then we did another one on the other side, all Leland cypresses. Those ones were really difficult because they hadn't been trimmed in over 2 years, so the branches were really thick, like they were about 2 or 3 times thicker than this. So the hedge trimmers were taking a long time to get it, plus we were using this ladder. But as you can see, we went and got the mowing done, and the grass was pretty wet this morning, even though we went and blew it off and stuff, but luckily it turned out pretty well. As you can see, still got a little folded over, but it looks really good over here. So anyways, I'm gonna head over there, help Jeff finish off that hedge, the face of it. Once we complete that, since he already completed the lower section on the last little piece over there, we'll come back over here, finish off this whole top section. By that time, it's about 2 o'clock right now. Probably by the time we get this whole top section done, we'll probably be calling it a day since it gets dark here around 4:30. But other than that, pretty well easy project so far, at least the lower section. The upper section, now that we have the scaffolding, it shouldn't be too much, but it's the other side of the hedge. We have that neighbor over there, and we have this neighbor right over on this side too. And so that's going to be a little bit harder because we can't use the scaffolding over there, so we're going to have to use a ladder. So anyways, that's what we're looking at. Let's go look at some Walker stripes. Walker's been doing really good. Really happy with the mower. Oh, and yeah, this is some nice stripes to go soon with a nice hedge. As you guys can see, lines are, yeah, they're a little straight. I'm getting a little bit more used to it. But yeah, like I said, really good sized hedge. All the way around. And like I said, it goes behind that shed over there, a little outpost. But anyways, so let's go get started. So let me go ahead and show you what we gotten done today. We're gonna be calling it a day right now. So we went ahead and got this little side section done, and then we went and got this whole little lower section done as well, as long as that whole face of the hedge. So we got a good push today. The reason why, though we had the extension hedge trimmer that can basically reach up to here, The reason why we use the small little hedge trimmer at first is just because it's a lot faster, and we can get the hedge trimming done a lot better. The one thing I don't like about the extension hedge trimmer, especially when doing large hedges like this, is when you're going up against it, the gas tank usually, there's a cat, the gas tank usually starts to drag along it. And so what will happen is when you're going up and down, when you're either way, the gas tank gets caught onto the branches, and then you kind of cut into the hedge, which is which is actually very annoying. So I usually take it back over, and usually we get this upper section, but since we have the scaffolding, it's a lot easier. We can get like I said, I don't know, it's faster for us just to use the hand trimmer than using the extension trimmer. So let me go ahead and show you what we got done so far. So looking really good. We'll go back through and of course get anything that's kind of sticking out. But so this is all done, and like I said, so we'll be starting on this part tomorrow, getting the whole face done. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we'll see how well we'll do. And we went over the lawn one last time, cut it down even shorter, because most likely this is the last cut of the season. So we went ahead and cut it a little bit shorter. It looks a lot better now. That way we can get it down to the right height. So really happy with the cut. Looks really good. I'm really happy with that walker. And yeah, and then these bare spots, that was not us. That was actually the previous guy. He cut way too far into it last year. So that's why you got one dead spot right there, and then right here. So hopefully we're not cutting as far back as we usually would. Let that kind of grow in, and hopefully that will fill in soon. So anyways, so that's the end of day one. Like I said, we'll get some more recording done. I was hoping to get a lot more recording done, but since I've been recording on my phone, and just because of the rain and stuff, I didn't want to have my other camera out in the water. So my phone constantly dies. So that's why I haven't been able to get as much footage. But like I said, we'll get some more tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.